Welcome to this 10-minute full body stretch, beginning in child's pose, knees wide, toes together, arms reaching forwards, letting the forehead rest on the mat, breathing into the back body, letting your weight melt down, feeling supported and steady. As you're ready, pressing yourself forward to come to tabletop, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, arching the spine, tail lift, chest opens. Exhale, round, press the mat away. Alternating here with the breath, letting the movement feel wave-like. Return to a neutral spine. Now gently isolate the movement from the crown of the head to the hips and creating C shapes to the left and to the right with the spine. Let it feel slow and fluid. Gently opening up the body. And tucking the toes, bringing hips back to the heels in a toe stand. Interlacing fingers and rolling out the wrists, circling in either direction here. Noticing any clicks and ticks as you open up the wrists today. And releasing the hands here as you drop right ear towards the right shoulder. Maybe using that right hand to the side of the head, deepening that stretch. Or maybe even reaching the left arm out to your side. Breathing in back to center and exhale, coming to the opposite side. Opening up through the side of the neck. And releasing, bringing those hands forwards. And gently pressing yourself up and back into our first downward facing dog. If you'd like, pedaling out the feet, stretching the calves and the hamstrings. Stepping right foot forward between the hands, lowering the back knee, and bringing your hands to that front thigh. Lifting the chest, feel the stretch in the front of the left hip. Breathing into the space you're opening. Shoulders relaxed, softening the jaw. Releasing hands to either side of that leg, tucking back toes under and shifting the weight back, stacking the hips over that back knee, flexing the front foot in a hamstring stretch. And then pointing and flexing that foot slowly. Explore the sensation in the back of the leg, the front of the ankle. The breath be steady and smooth. If you'd like, maybe playing around with flexing that foot and gently rocking it side to side. Notice what that does to the hip. Inhale as you come forward. And from here, heel toe that right foot wider, slightly towards the center of the mat. As you come onto that left side body, supporting yourself with that left arm to feel a stretch all down that side body from the top of the ribs down into the hip, maybe even along the whole left side of the leg. Coming back through center, planting the palms. Stepping back, finding a plank, and pressing to downward facing dog. Breathing into the backs of the legs, letting the head hang heavy. Stepping left foot forward, repeating that low lunge, resting hands on the thigh. Breathing into that stretch. Pressing into the top of the back foot to alleviate any pressure in the knee there. Releasing hands to either side of the leg, tucking back toes and shifting back to that hamstring stretch. Holding it here, finding length through the spine, opening the hips back. And then beginning to slowly point and flex that foot. Notice how that shifts the sensation. If you'd like, keeping that foot flexed and gently rocking it side to side. Notice how that shifts the sensation. And inhale as you come forward. Heel toe that left foot over to the left, somewhere towards the center of the mat. As you sit the opposite hip down towards the ground, flexing the bottom foot, extending that leg long. Maybe bringing that opposite arm out to your side, taking a mudra here with thumb and index finger together. Breathing into that side body stretch. Carefully coming out of this posture, planting the hands, stepping back, finding your plank position. Engaging the core and lifting those hips up and back, downward facing dog. On an inhale, transitioning forward here and lowering down onto the belly. Untucking toes, pressing into the hands as you lift to Cobra. Drawing shoulders back and down, elongating the spine, letting the heart lead this lift. Exhale to release. And then pressing yourself back through tabletop and finding a seated posture here. Coming to face the wide part of your mat, to come into a one-legged forward fold. So one leg out to the side, opposite leg bent, foot to the inner thigh. Coming to face that extended leg. And on an exhale, reaching down, maybe somewhere on the leg, maybe to the foot. Breathing into the back body. Feel the hamstring, the glute, maybe even the IT band opening up. Reverse the fold, arm behind you, inhale, pressing into the knees and pressing those hips up. Reaching that arm back behind you, breathing into the front body. And as you exhale, releasing here, repeating on the opposite side. So opposite leg extended, coming to face towards that extended leg. Exhale as you fold forward. Breathe slowly, softening into gravity. Coming into that counter stretch as one hand's behind you, one arm reaching up and back, pressing into the feet and that shin, opening up through the hips, breathing deep into the belly. Carefully releasing here, facing center, and extending those legs out wide. Shifting yourself here, flexing the feet, knees facing to the sky or slightly behind you. And exhale, folding forward. So maybe you stay here on the forearms. Maybe you come all the way down, forehead towards the mat, maybe even reaching arms out to either leg. Breathing into this space. As you come up, placing hands behind the knees and using those arms to gently bend the knees in, coming to find a comfortable seated position. letting the spine be tall, the eyes soft or closed, resting the hands on the knees or the lap. And feel your breath like a thread, weaving you back to the center. Allow the space you've created to settle into the body. Giving yourself this space to integrate everything you've done here on your mat. And we're going to close this practice in the seated position. If you'd like, you can take a longer Shavasana, coming to lay on your backs. But if you don't have that time, or you feel like you might fall back asleep, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Namaste.